What's the difference between shooting film and digital when shooting concert photography? It's a lot more than you might think. Stay to the end of the video, you'll have a good understanding of what the differences are. It's more than just technology. Okay, so here's something for you to think about. How many photos do you take during your average concert set? 10, 20, 100, 200, 1,000? How many do you actually take? How many are actually keepers? That ratio is very important. One of the biggest things about the difference between shooting film and shooting digital today is back in the film days you could shoot an average of 20, 24 shots per roll up to 36 shots per roll. So that limited the amount of shooting you did without changing your film. So after 24, 36 you had to change your roll of film. Well, let's say today you're in the pit, you get 3 songs and you're out. So how many shots do you shoot in that average 3 songs? Well, in an average shoot, I will shoot somewhere between 50 and 150, and that's not in just the first 3 minutes, but on an average per artist, I'll shoot 50 to 150, maybe 200. So let's say it's 50. That's 2 rolls of film. Okay, so let's say 200. That's somewhere around 8 or 9 rolls of film. So you're constantly with a film camera changing your film out, and that takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. Plus, the other thing it does is when you're doing it, things are going on at the show, so you're missing opportunities by changing your film out. One of the other things it does is it makes you be more patient by shooting film. It makes you be more selective and not be as sloppy as a lot of times digital photographers, concert photographers are. You have to wait sometimes with a film camera, and a lot of that experience from using film cameras to using digital transfers over. So if you were using film cameras in the past, your methods of operation are quite a bit different than those that are working a lot today or that are just learning. A lot of people today, what they do is what they call pray and spray, and they just shoot whatever, just machine gun, and hope that they get a picture. So when you're shooting digital and you're spraying and praying, what are you relying on? Dumb luck, just the chance that you'll get something, and that could be good and that can be bad. The best thing to do is better to be selective and pick what you want to shoot and make sure you get a good shot in the first place. Now, there's advantages of both. When you get all the photographs in, you have to go through those photographs and process them all, and you have to look and make sure that all of them they're what they look like and select the best ones. And you do that whether you are patient and shoot very few shots, or if you shoot 1 billion shots, you still have to process the photos to make sure that you got something that's decent. The problem with shooting a whole lot of pictures and not waiting and being patient is the fact that you have 400 shots to go through, and 400 of them that you have to look at and determine what's the best. And out of all those shots that you take, how many of those shots are actually keepers? Okay, 5, 10. What's your top 10 shots out of 400? Okay, what's your top shots if you only took 50, 60, 100 shots? There's a lot less to go through, a lot less to process, and a lot less work. Okay, so let's say you got yourself narrowed down to, you shot 50 shots and you've narrowed it down to your top 10. How many of your top 10 are really worthwhile? How many are really pretty good? Okay, how many of them would you give to somebody as an example that was going to hire you of your work. Okay, so let's say you look at the top 5. Okay, what's the difference between the top 5 shots that you've made and the top 10? How much better are the top 5 shots than the ones that are in the bottom 5 of that top 10? Is there that much difference? Okay, let's go to the top 3. How much better are your top 3 shots than your top 5 or your top 10 shots? Is there that much difference? And then for your hero shot, the number 1 shot, what makes it the best shot of all those that you got? Okay, so you have to look at your shots and take a look and see what qualities make your shots better. And one of the things that film would have done is it would have made you slow down and take the best shots that you possibly could, or wait. You just couldn't fire and go. So now what you have to do is go through all your shots, look and see what you have, narrow down to your best work, and then take your first 10 shots, your best 10 shots, or your best 5 shots, or your best 3 shots. And one of the first jobs I ever had, believe it or not, years ago, was basically working in a supermarket for a company here in Dallas. And my first boss, a guy named Claude Ruffin, God bless Claude. Claude gave me one of the best pieces of advice I've ever seen. It was never show your butt. Okay, and what Claude meant by that is there was a certain way that you display tomatoes in a rack in the produce section. Well, in photography and concert photography, you always want to show your best work. You never want to show your butt. You never want to just lump all your pictures into one big area and say, here they are. You know, you want to show the best of what you've got. And what that does is that shows potential people that you'll be shooting for, bands, management, venues, you know, people that want to look at your photos, the best work that you possibly have. So always never show your butt, show your best work, and get it out there so people can see it. But to do that, what you need to do is have I think a film mentality. Be patient, wait on your shot, make sure you get the best shot you can, and it goes a lot further than sitting there and machine gunning 99% of your photos. Hey, if you like anything on this video, great, push the like button, we'd love to hear it. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We're a very, very small channel, and it's kind of a strange niche kind of market for YouTube, but we're growing, and that's good. So we'd like for you, please go ahead and subscribe for us. It helps out the channel a bunch, and we thank you for showing up, watching our videos. And as always, if you have any questions, any comments, concerns, confusions, any of that kind of stuff, go ahead and shoot us a note. If you're in Dallas, give us a call, come see us. If you're a band, we'd love to work with you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.